Well, Abafowethu, I've been meaning to comment on this Morocco-Senegal saga. Obviously, you might have seen the news that Morocco have been declared the AFCON winners after Senegal left the field of play during the final. Listen, you can never, ever abandon a match. If you respect the federation, if you respect, the tournament, if you respect the fans, if you respect everyone and the whole football fraternity, you can never abandon the match. Hence, I say the ref should have exercised his authority there and then to finish the match. He should have just ended the match there and then and declared Morocco the winners. However, this match proceeded after some begging, after some prodding. The match proceeded and it continued to play under normal circumstances, and Senegal won the match on the field of play. So as the Football Association, it's not good for your image to wait for 58 days to overturn that result. I would have understood, because when this whole debacle happened, I said the ref should just exercise his power and end the match, declare Morocco the winners. Simple story, no questions asked. I think it would have been easy. But now, for the match to continue under normal circumstances and the federation to overturn that result 58 days later, it leaves a sour taste in my mouth. It doesn't make sense. And for us who've been following African football for a very long time, it's not the first time this thing has happened, in recent times. 2019 final, Wydad against Esperance. Remember what happened there? If you forgot, let me just refresh your memory. It was a final between Wydad and Esperance. I think the first leg in Morocco ended in a 1-1 draw. And then the second leg was in Tunisia. Esperance were leading 1-0, and apparently Wydad were not happy with some refereeing decisions, because they were playing away from home. They were thinking maybe it's hometown decisions or whatever the case might be. They were not happy with some of the refereeing decisions, and they had wanted most of the decisions to be referred to VAR. Unfortunately, VAR malfunctioned on the day. So what happened? Wydad decided to leave the field of play. They said, no, we can't continue this match because we don't think the ref is fair to us. And the fact that VAR is not working just makes the story a little bit suspicious. They decided to leave the field of play, You cannot desert a match while it's ongoing. What did the ref do then? He just ended the match and declared Esperance the winners. Simple. CAF tried to overturn that decision, like days later. CAF tried to overturn that decision, and Esperance referred the matter to the CAS, the Court of Arbitration for Sport in Zurich, and Court of Arbitration for Sport stood by the referee's decision. They said, yeah, the ref was right, because the ref exercised, his right to end the match there and then. So I believe, the ref should have ended the match there and then. And for the mere fact that the match continued under normal circumstances, it was won on the field of play. There was no reason whatsoever for the Football Federation, CAF, to now try and overturn the referee's decisions, because the match proceeded and continued under normal circumstances. So it just doesn't make sense. It just brings the name of CAF into disrepute, and it's not good for the image and integrity of the organization and African football as a whole. So that's my take. I would have been happy. I would have been happy if the ref ended the match there and then. Like that would have been the perfect decision. But they tried to remedy the situation by saying, okay, guys, let's continue playing. Fine. They continued playing. And the match was finished under normal circumstances. So there's no need now to overturn the result, because Morocco allowed Senegal back on the field of play and the match proceeded. And that penalty, they're actually complaining, the penalty that was awarded to Morocco was taken and it was saved by Eduardo Mendy. So what's the problem? Because the match was won on the field of play. I don't understand.